What's going on, everybody? This is JRtheJuggernaut, and I am back here, guys, bringing you another narrated Pokemon Online battle. Today's battle is going to be against a fellow Pokemon Online user that I know from the forums by the name of Glade. This was the battle we had as part of the Pokemon Online Champions League for Week 2. As I said before, I'm in the Reserve League, which is basically where the league is mostly for fun. It's not taken competitively. It's not competitive, really. It has no actual bearing on the outcome of the actual league. It's just more of a secondary league for people to just practice and also potentially get moved up to the official league. But as I said, this was week 2 of our competition. I am the LU representative for my team, so I was playing LU, and well, this turned out to be a pretty good match. Kind of short, but I kind of wanted to make this a short upload today, so yeah. I'm gonna just stop rambling, and without further ado, let's get to the battle. Okay, so my opponent's gonna be leading off with his Crawdaunt. I start with my Cofagrigus as opposed to my Claydol, just thinking, yeah, it's probably gonna work out better since it has a good matchup against most of his guys. Interestingly enough, he switches. I just figured he would actually stay in it. I go for the Hidden Power Fighting. It's gonna do a little bit, but as he switches in Typhlosion. But since I know I could take any hit from this thing, I just decided to set up a Calm Mind, because unless it suspects Typhlosion, I should be okay. Judging by damage and the fact that I don't see Lefties or Life Orb, I'm assuming it's Scarfed. Now, he goes into Nidoqueen just because he doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball now, especially a +1 Shadow Ball. Does about 40%. It's going to be an easy 3-hit KO, and I figure with the Calm Mind up, I could take hits from this Nidoqueen fairly decently. But he actually decides to go for the Roar here, which forces me to switch out into Sceptile. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with this, because I can just simply now go for the Acrobatics and get my Flight Gem to activate, and my Unburden kicks in, so now my speed is doubled. And yeah, we got some stuff going on. I didn't want to go for the Swords Dance there because I knew he could one-shot me if I didn't play that out carefully. Now, I go for Earthquake now as Cobalion, and realizing how little that did, I was like, damn, I really wish I'd gotten a Swords Dance up. He goes for the X-Scissor. Does a little over half, but I don't want to lose my Sceptile just yet, so I decided to switch out to Cofagrigus once again, who can essentially wall this thing and give it a lot of trouble. Now, I predict him to switch out here. I know he has leftovers, and I know he's not locked into X-Scissor, but I just know he's going to want to switch out because there isn't really much he can do. So, I predict the switch, and I go for the Calm Mind once again. At this point, I'm noticing he's just doing a lot of switching, not necessarily going for any moves, which really isn't working to his advantage, just because all he's doing is just taking hits and just bringing in guys that, that can take it the best, as opposed to trying to get a lot of damage on me. Now, he's going to switch out into Crawdaunt, predicting the obvious Shadow Ball, but that's a +1 Shadow Ball still does almost 40%, a little over 40% to this Crawdaunt, and that's not very effective damage right there. But he's going to go for the Crunch to try and take me out. Doesn't quite do it. Gets a useless defense drop. And a Hidden Power Fighting is going to finish it off. Now, here he's going to bring back in his Typhlosion here. And this is where I'm thinking, well, maybe I could take a hit, maybe not. But I just want to see what he locks himself into. Flamethrower is going to take me out because it's a Typhlosion and such. But figuring at this point that he's choiced, I figure this is a great opportunity to bring in my Feraligatr and get up a free Dragon Dance. And he switches, telling me, yeah, he's most likely Scarfed. So I get up a Dragon Dance, and he switches into his Rotom cut form. And he switches out, predicting the Ice Punch. And I go for the Ice Punch because I really have no reason to over-predict. He goes into Cobalion. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Now I'm just going to Earthquake you, because I can. So I go for the Earthquake. Does almost about 60%, almost takes him out, but not quite, so he's going to be able to get a close combat off, but that doesn't even do half. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, yeah, Feraligatr, you are wrecking people right now. Now, excuse me, he is going to switch back into Rotom cut form, as I just decided to go for the Waterfall, just to be safe, because I knew this could hit anything on his team. I get a crit, kind of mattered, but it didn't really make much, it didn't matter that much in the overall impact of the game, as you're going to see. Now he switches into Typhlosion. I figure he's going to be Scarfed, but I want to just see if he's actually going to, like, lock him, like, what he's going to do. He kills me with Hidden Power, Grass, or Electric. I don't know which one it is. I just know at this point I can bring in Sceptile, and not only can I set up a Sword Dance, but I know that even if he decides to stay in and leave this thing in its fodder, I can live 2 Hidden Powers. So I can set up a Sword Dance and then proceed to try and sweep his team. So he brings back Cobalion. I go for the Earthquake and finish off. I get a useless crit. Now he goes in a Mesprit. It's his last guy. And I know Leaf Blade is going to almost take it out, or yeah, it almost takes him out here, but he's going to finish me off the Psychic. However, because I still have 3 pokes left, including my Scarf Typhlosion, who can take this thing out incredibly easy from the range that it's at, I'm going to bring it out, go for the Scarf Eruption, and that will be the game. So, great game, Glade. That was a fun match. I know you're probably thinking you could have played that out much better, but, you know, we still had fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Again, kind of short, but I was able to basically explain my plays. This was just a game where, you know, I was just kind of not predicting too much because there wasn't really much of a need to. A lot of these, he was running a fair amount of slow pokes, which I could just outspeed and, you know, do some major damage to, even if he kept switching around. It wasn't to his advantage, so yeah, things worked out in my favor. This is my second win, as I said, obviously, as I mentioned, I won last week and I won this week too, so satisfied with my record so far. I'm hoping to continue the wins, and maybe even the next battle I post regarding this tournament will be even better. So, alright, I'm going to leave a link here for the previous battle. Please go check that out. And the common question of the day, just to ask you guys something not Pokemon related. What is your favorite TV show to watch and why? Leave your answers in the comments below, and just tell me what you guys, just answer the question. You know, it'll only take you a few seconds. I'm curious to see what you guys like. I myself happen to like Law and Order, or any type of drama like that. I want to be a lawyer, so I've always been interested in shows like Law and Order, but yeah, I could talk about that another day. So, yeah, guys, you know, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Maybe I'll get another video up tomorrow, and peace!